Tannehill on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. And how might this affect them for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. This is Shepard on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready, back 25 behind.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green, 17. Ready. Black 25.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue ready. 5-0.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready.
Second down, Winston. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Winston. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Deep. Hey, 20.
Now it's Tannehill. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play. Run.
They go play action here on 1st down. He goes underneath to Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Whoa. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. And Stills over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Tannehill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Again, Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue lady. Come on. Sunday. Sonic.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? Blue lady. Plays up.
Winston now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Jameis to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Goodson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Oh, nice move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Wait. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. And now it's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Throwing again, Winston on second and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up block.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's a run with Balazs. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 8 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ, South Carolina. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Green, triple team.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Winston again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long for Winston. Steps away to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Clay.
Back back to throw. Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second down, it's Drake. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Derek Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Deep. Ready, hunt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw it in.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Spence in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Sonic. Green, triple C. Follow. Sonic. Green, triple C.
Winston. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Deep.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Tannehill. Out to his left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Clay. 3 down. 50. Tiger. Here you go, Tiger.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Going deep here for Stills. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Run.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We're all walking. 50. Clay. 58.
Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
There you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Balaj fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Motion. Hey, thumbs up. Let's go.
2nd down, Winston. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. One last shot now for Lindster. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy